100 rated chess. But your king smells. Your pieces, and pawns, must always move away from him. Very easy, but since it is the first day of the year, let us begin with a simple victory. We get a 123 from the United Kingdom. E4. E5. Happy New Year everyone, and even if you're not watching this video on its release day, also Happy New Year to you too, for those who come after. Knight F3. Aha! That attacks my e-pawn. Normally knight c6 is really good here, but knight from b8 to c6 is actually going closer to the king. Therefore unfortunately I can only defend with pawn. Square root of 5 is definitely larger than square root of 2. That is very easy to see, and in fact all the pawn pushes are legal as they all are going further away from the king. Knight takes c5. Aha! That blunders a knight. My king to the knight is 3 square distance, and since 3 is larger than square root of 5, d takes e5. Bishop b5 check. Aha! My light bishop is 2 squares away from the king, so going from 2 to square root of 2 is obviously going closer. Can't do that. c6. Okay, now do not take that pawn. I actually cannot recapture, so if he takes then I'll actually have to bonk loud, but at the end of the day no one has ever played like that before. That capture is not a thing. Don't even look at it. Just pull the bishop back and continue the game. Yes. Knight a6. Castle. Knight f6. Square root of 5 is larger than 2. d6. Bishop g5 will be a very annoying pin because I actually cannot unpin that knight. Bishop f8 to e7 is just maintaining the same distance and makes me a fool for ending my own video. h6. h4. Very aggressive. Bishop c5. Bishop g5. No. No. That blunders a bishop, but I cannot capture because h6 to e8 is the same distance with g5 to e8. And I actually also cannot castle because if bishop takes then my queen wouldn't be able to recapture with my king on g8. This entire section of the board is completely petrified by a single bishop. Knight b4. Moving a knight to provoke him to look at the other knight. I know that doesn't make much sense to you, but this guy is a British. I know the British likes to look everywhere far away outside the country. Exactly. Queen takes f6. d4. That blunders a pawn. Rook e1. Okay, this king has been here for way too long. Castle. Now I mean the rook is closer to the king than it was, but I technically didn't move the rook. I moved the king, and the rook is just randomly being placed on that square. I have no idea how that works and you don't too. The video continues. e5. Queen f5. I'll have a hard time develop my light bishop though. Its only legal square is h3 and that square doesn't look too attractive. e6. Free pawn. Bishop takes c6. Aha. You see, this is exactly why I castled the king, and that also blunders his king. Queen takes f2 check. King h2. And I've just realized that queen h4 is not a thing due to the rules. Also my queen is now forever stuck on his side of the board and can never go back. Oh my god, this may actually be harder than I expected. Knight takes c2. Okay, now move your queen out to defend the checkmate and leave those rooks for me. Didn't happen. My queen is stuck. There is literally no good move here, so after thinking for a while, queen f1. Who knows, maybe he'll trade wives. Or blunders a rook. Okay, but this is a very sensitive situation. I can't tell the answer with my mortal eyeballs, so we have to calculate first. g8 to c2 is square root of 52, and g8 to e1 is square root of 53. Ha! Not even close. Knight takes e1. Queen takes e1. That blunders a queen. Knight d2. That blunders the other rook. Okay, but the catch is that now my queen is completely frozen. She is at the farthest point possible away from the king. So if I want to move the queen again I have to somehow move the king to the other side first. Knight b1. Wow. Completely trapping my queen inside. Have to say this is my first time ever being trapped like this with all the loose materials. Resignation. Mission accomplished.